Hi guys, me again. This is a video made about a story sent in to me by Roger, who is an admin on the Wonderful World of Weirdness Facebook group. He also has his own YouTube channel and his own Facebook group called Strange, the Bizarre, the Unusual, I Like It. I'll try to provide links in the description if I remember. And this is a story that he sent me through my Discord group of something that happened to him a while back, and actually quite unsettled him, about some strange dogs. So sit back, let me know what you think. Hi, my name is Roger. I live in southern Illinois, but this story takes place in Kansas City, Missouri. It is now 2021, but the story actually happened in and around the year 2000, maybe in the late 90s. I can't be sure about the dates, but I know what I saw. The story I'm about to tell isn't paranormal per se, but is very profound to me, seeing that I can remember it up until this very day. It has to do with dogs. I can't say if they're wild dogs, hybrids, or some form of deformed dogs, but I want to relay the story though, because of the way the dogs looked and where they were located. During this time in my life, I was living on Toppin Avenue by 31st Street on the east side of Kansas City with my now ex-girlfriend Chris. She was an older woman with 2 kids. We lived near Independence, Missouri, or just on the outskirts but still in Kansas City. And they lived on the south side on 95th Street, and we would visit them once or twice during the week, and to do that we usually drive down Interstate 435. If we didn't, we would take the highway. I can't really read what he's wrote here. 71 it's got, yeah, I'm not sure what that's like to say, but usually we took 435 because the exit was just by where we lived. On 435 it was almost a straight shot to the apartment complex where my ex-girlfriend's kids lived. Sometimes I wanted to take a scenic route. We would drive down Hardesty Avenue to East 63rd Street trafficway, turn right, drive a little ways, then turn left on Lewis Road. When driving this route we would see a lot of the countryside that is scattered all throughout Kansas City. It is filled with hills, rivers and forests. People don't realise what Kansas City isn't all city, is actually a city planted in the centre of a forest. We would drive down Lewis Road until we reach Wildcat Hollow Drive, turn left, and then drive a short ways to Lakeside Drive, and turn right. We would then drive down Lakeside Drive until we came to Blue River Road, which just took us down into South Kansas City. This is the area of the city where my story begins. Taking the back way down to 95th Avenue, I didn't see much of these dogs, but there were times when I could see them running across the road. They never caused much of a disturbance though, like jotting in and out in front of our car, but I could sometimes see them ahead of us. I mostly saw them when we drove down Interstate 435. When we passed 87th Street, on the right heading south, there was a company there named Superior Bowen Asphalt that owned a lot of land next to the interstate. You could see rock piles from where they dug and mixed shrubbery and wooded areas that grew up around it. It was very rocky terrain. Looking down on the property from the interstate wasn't a hard task to do. You could see right into the wooded areas and the rock piles stacked up. There were even crevices where digging had taken place. It didn't happen every time we drove by there, but sometimes when we did, I could see these dogs from the passenger side of the car. My girlfriend never did see them from the interstate, but she did see them finally when we took the back roads down to the side of Kansas City. First off, let me say I'm not saying he was anything like dogmen, werewolves or anything of that nature. The dogs that I saw, they were just profound to me. The memories I have of them stuck with my mind all these years. I couldn't tell you offhand all the things I have forgotten in the past 20 years, but the memories of these animals are still there. That alone says a lot to me. With that said, I will tell you what they looked like. The dogs ran in packs. I always saw at least 4 of them together. They stood at least 3 foot. Some could have been 4 foot. This is on all 4 legs. I was too far away to tell you what their eyes or their feet looked like. I can tell you, though, they had grey skin with thin short hair. Not all of the hair was thin though, I could see patches of long hair poking out at different parts of the body. They had a sort of mane that ran along the back, it seemed. Not all of the back was long hair though, it was more like patches. They could have had mange, don't get me wrong. These dogs had no problem whatsoever climbing rocky terrain either. They run together in packs, jumping off and on rocky cliff areas with ease. If I was in the woods alone, I would have been terrified if I come across these pack of dogs. In my mind, I am sure that they would have attacked anyone they saw. To this day, I still don't understand how they could run free within the city limits of Kansas City, but they did. I don't know if they're still there either. It's been a long time since I've been to Kansas City, but I have no doubt they're still there. Not only were they there on the side of the interstate, like I said, they ran freely within those woods. My girlfriend and I could see them on the back roads as well, when we drove along the side of the Blue River on Blue River Road. I am curious though, if anyone else has seen these dogs in that area of the city. If anyone has, please let me know in the comments area. For years I wondered if my eyes were only playing tricks on me, or if someone else had actually seen these dogs. I don't see how my eyes could be playing tricks on me, as my girlfriend saw them too. Thanks for letting me share my story. So what do you think of that then, guys? Apologies if I couldn't pronounce the highway names very well, because in the Wales we just got like A40, M4, we haven't got like 35th and 65, we haven't got any of that, so it's hard for me to pronounce it. But anyway, I think you got the gist of what the thing's about. And yeah, so let me know what you think. I think there must have been something about these dogs, because if it affected Roger like that, there must have been something, you know, because you've got to, my view is, and you might think I'm off my head, my view is all these things that you see or you hear of or people see, and like they see fairies, dwarfs, all this stuff, somewhere, not in this world but in another world, that they exist, and sometimes freak things happen and you see them. So maybe these dogs were from another world and Roger was just tapping into them. I don't know. Or maybe they were just normal dogs who, I don't know, what can you say? Anyway, if you happen to live or near the area where Roger says, please let me know if you actually have seen them as well. Could be very interesting. Otherwise, I'll shoot off and bid you all bye for now.